Welcome back, the Respawn Realm gang, to yet another video. Today we'll be reacting as well as discussing a few points from this new video released by Pokemon TCG Pocket. So first impression guys, Dialga. So of course we're gonna have Palkia as well, 150 HP, Metallic Turbo. Oh, the Melmetal deck is for real. And I believe the Palkia is also going to be heavy hitting, 150 HP over there as well, and 150 final attack. That's crazy, guys. Space and Time Smackdown is what they're calling, and let's have a look at the cards that they are releasing in this Apex. So the Gen 4 starters, Pachirisu EX, Leafeon, Honchkrow, Cynthia, Gible, and Cresselia. That's crazy, guys. And on top of that, the trade feature to be added on Tuesday, January 28th. Firstly, we would like to talk about the flagship cards, aka the Dialga EX and the Palkia EX. Now let's be honest, both cards are absolute tanks with each being 150 HP apiece. Another striking feature, according to me, is these two cards being basic cards, which means you can put them in the active spot right off the bat. Now, the biggest question that lies is whether the Steel-type deck is going to bring the Storm to the meta. I for sure think it can, with Melmetal getting the promotion to be the new meta beast and reigniting the usage of Steel-type decks. Remember guys, so for any battle or any competition, we're mostly using the water type, the fire type, the psychic type, the dark type. Like, I'm not saying people are not using the steel type decks, but it is not the first choice. We all might have to agree to that. Like, this is one of the things that TCG would have to work on in the future Apex packs, where they're introducing more steel type cards so that players can have that, let's say, diversity in their gameplay, so they're not sticking to just a few certain types and thinking these are their go-to types for any sort of battles. Now let's just jump back to the Dialga EX, and for a second, coming back to the thought of Melmetal getting the promotion, let's just forget Melmetal for a second and zoom into the attacks on this Dialga EX card. And by the way guys, the Dialga EX card looks amazing. Like, I honestly feel like it's one of the best EX cards. Let me know in the comment section what is your favorite EX cards. Like, the Dialga is already in one of the top spots in there for me. So coming back into it, as you can see on the first attack, which is heavy armor, it says take 2 metal energy from the energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. So this is interesting guys, which means any bench Pokemon that requires colorless energy. Hold on guys, the first thing that's coming to my mind is the Pidgeot EX and the Wigglytuff EX, because as you can remember, both of these cards can fire off and evolve without the colorless energy. So you can definitely build a deck with the Pidgeot EX and the Wigglytuff EX, which are absolute tanks. And not to forget the Mew EX with the genome hacking. Like, I'm not getting into the details, but guys, just imagine the potential that Dialga brings. This is insane guys, and clearly Dialga EX is the catalyst to a frightening deck that we could potentially build with this card. Now imagine having 2 of these in your deck. This is insane guys. Moving on to the next topic of discussion, which is, as you have guessed it, Pachirisu EX. As we have seen in the trailer, Pachirisu is one of the most important cards in this Apex release, so we're gonna have a little bit of discussion of what this card does and what is its effect to the meta. Now, before getting into details, I would like to state that Pachirisu is going to be a historic card in this game. And if you ask me why, because this card marks the introduction of dual cards. So now everyone must be wondering, what are these dual cards? Well, there isn't much information out there yet, but from the official Pokemon TCG Pocket social media handles. Like, you guys can check it out and let me know if there's more information out there. Tag me in the comments. But based off on the physical card game and the basic understanding of the functionality of it, this is something that you attach to your active Pokemon to get unfair advantages towards the crucial stages of the battle. So it basically gives you an added advantage from my basic understanding of it right now. Now, for first impressions about the card, like, I have to admit that the card looks absolutely stunning, and it comes with the attack Sparkling Gadget that only takes about 2 energies to fire, which is really good. And it could be, in the future, considered as an option as an active starter in our electric decks that we usually fight with. Well, right now, currently, Zapdos and Pikachu EX is like dominating that deck, so we'll have to see how Pachirisu EX fits in, but I'm pretty sure with the tool card, it becomes an integral part of creating that ultimate electric deck. Now, as we can see at the bottom of the card where it says, if this Pokemon has a special tool attached, then this Pokemon does 40 more damage. Like we discussed earlier, guys, like, these tool cards, like, they basically allows you to do additional damage or have additional abilities. So this is overall OP, guys. Like, 80 off the bat with the tool, like 40 for the damage and additional 40, 80 off the bat. That is impressive. Most definitely a card to consider, as well as watch out for its effect on the meta. So definitely it's gonna bring new waves into the meta, so we'll have to just wait and watch like how it affects the gameplay overall. And as for the topic of the introduction of dual cards, like I mentioned, these are special cards that allows you special abilities, for example, like dealing more damage or receiving less damage, or like requirement of less energies to retreat, etc. There could be many more along with these powers, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see all of these tool cards in the new Space and Time SmackDown Apex A2 sets. So we will have to stay updated to new information that would be released in the future by Pokemon TCG official platforms. So for now, guys, that's all I can say. For me personally, the Pachirisu EX seems to be a very useful card. Like, I don't know how to integrate that into my current decks yet, but like I said, with more time, with more information, and basically through trials and tribulations, you'll be able to understand if this really fits in. I'm pretty sure you can build a great deck around it, but obviously the aspect of Zapdos and Pikachu being the heavy hitters of the electric type and absolute favorites. So obviously it would be a competition for Pachirisu EX to get in there, but then again, 80 damage off the bat with just 2 energy, which is the same as Pikachu. So obviously that is also a factor that you might have to consider in. With that being said, let's discuss the next topic. Alright guys, now let's talk about this new card, aka the Cynthia Trainer Full Art card. I believe we're also gonna get a generic version of this, and we saw this on the trailer. In my opinion, it's just as effective as Blaine, but only better. So now, just off the initial impression, Cynthia gives 50 plus damage to Garchomp or Togekiss, where the latter did not even get a feature on the trailer. Neither did Garchomp, but we did see a Gibble with the Gnaw attack that's 20, and it's obvious that their evolutions are part of the bag. Now, Cynthia, as in general, does not need an introduction, guys. All of us Pokemon fans know that she was the undisputed champion of the Sinnoh League, an absolute champ. If you followed the Pokemon series, if you watched the cartoons, you watched the anime growing up as a kid, or even like a few years back in the XY series, guys, let me know in the comment section of what are your reactions to the functionality of this card and its meta relevance. One thing is for sure, guys, we all can say that Garchomp and Togekiss will be the new powerhouses in Pokemon TCG Pocket. We don't know yet about the attacks of Garchomp and Togekiss, what kind of attacks they're gonna come up with, but we definitely know for sure that plus 50 would be added to it if we attach the Cynthia card or use the Cynthia card on top of it. It's very similar to the Ninetales Blaine playstyle where you see like with the addition of the Blaine card, Ninetales does an additional 30 on top of the 90 that they do initially. So that's 120 damage, and with just 2 energies, that's absolute destruction early on in the game. Overall, in my opinion, it's an amazing card and definitely a great inclusion to this new A2 Apex release. Finally, guys, we will just have a brief discussion of the other cards that we got a sneak peek in the trailer. And please let me know in the comment section which cards you guys are most excited about. Alright, as I promised earlier to you guys, we will also talk about the cards that featured on the Apex A2 trailer. This is going to be the final topic of discussion, guys, but before that, I would request everybody to go like and subscribe to my channel and turn on that post notification button so that you guys are notified about my drops. Now, coming back to the topic, guys, just let's think of the cards we had a chance to look at in the trailer. Namely the Gen 4 starters, Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar. By the way, guys, the Gen 4 starters are in my top 3 favorite starters list from across all generations, hands down. These starters are followed by the new evolution, Leafeon, and it comes with the attack Leafy Cyclone that does 90 damage. At least that's what we saw. We couldn't get a glance at the cards nicely, I would say, because like it was part of the animation in the trailer. And based off what I saw, we're discussing those facts itself. And we can all agree to that evolutions have made their mark on meta in a crazy way. Like all of them, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, with Vaporeon, in my opinion, being the most critical of them all. They have all dominated their respective decks, and I'm certain that Leafeon would find its way amongst top grass-type decks. We also got a chance to look at Honchkrow, and Honchkrow has Scale Dive, that's what we saw in the card, and it also has an HP of 100, which is 10 more than Leafeon. Leafeon, I believe, comes with 90 HP. So we'd literally have to look into how this Honchkrow card can integrate into Dark-type decks, especially with Weezing and Scolipede owning the Dark-type decks in all competitive plays. Like, honestly, guys, like, this is for the first time I'm mentioning that a card would have at least some sort of research done on them before they can even be considered, just knowing how this, let's say, Scolipede and Weezing deck is performing across all competitive plays. So I would say I am optimistic, but still, like, getting into a dark type deck will require a card to be like absolutely crazy in terms of how it plays or how it changes the course of the game. So keeping those into consideration, let's talk about the other cards that we saw, the Gible and the Cresselia, with a mention of Togekiss as well, guys, because we did see on the Cynthia card that it mentions, it's written over there that it gives plus 50 damage to Garchomp and Togekiss. And I also believe that it also comes with all of their evolutionary stages as well. Like Gible evolves into Garchomp, the most anticipated one of the pseudo legendaries. So obviously for Togekiss, there might be a Togepi, a Togetic. So all of those cards. So overall, guys, I'm super hyped for the 29th, and I'm sure you guys are too. These packs completely reshuffles our strategies to the core and also gives us the happiness of the most important thing that we forget, which is collecting more cards. Because this is something that I enjoy about this game. The rest of the features are there, but the sheer aspect of collecting more cards, like the feeling of collecting new cards, is what drives me into playing this game most importantly. With that, I conclude this video. As you know, I love breaking down Pokemon TCG Pocket analytics. So let me know in the comments about what kind of videos you would like me to make in the future. Also, do not forget to like and subscribe for more videos, as I would not be able to do this without you guys' support. With that, see you in the next video, and until then, happy collecting, guys.